Caitlyn Clark just leaked footage of her training in Europe, and it's everything. We've been waiting for this as the ultimate proof of how a real respectable league treats its star players.
No matter how the cachet of the WNBA elevates, remember, it could have been even better. You messed it up. You messed it up.
You can literally see the glow on Clark's face. She's looking free, freaking happy, and completely unbothered. Gone are the days of dealing with cheap shots, dirty hits, and all that nonsense. There's no one eye poking her, no one hip checking her into the stands. So now give me the reasons why she's gone. And here's the best part. No racial tension. No plotting against the league's brightest talent in Europe. The players mind their own business, and Clark is finally able to focus on what she does best, dominating on the court. The difference is crystal clear, and it's no wonder she's soaring in a league that actually knows how to respect greatness. I have honestly never seen a company fumble the bag so hard like the WNBA fumbled Caitlyn Clark. She's playing like she's finally free from all the nonsense, free from all the cheap shots, and definitely free from the non-stop hate she had to deal with in the WNBA. It's like a whole new Caitlyn Clark, and she's having the time of her life. She's smiling. She's hitting threes like they're layups, and she's out here throwing no-look passes like it's just another day in the park.
So now give me the reasons why she's gone.
I think it's a good number. Threes were a little bit, I wouldn't say lower. I'll still take 63, but I want to be more so around 70 if I can. Yeah. 81 mid-range is really, really good.
There's no fear, no hesitation, no wondering if she's going to get smacked in the face or have someone try to take her out. Nope, in Europe. They actually appreciate talent. They love her. They celebrate her. She's not dodging elbows or dirty looks. She's finally being treated like the superstar she is. It's like she escaped a nightmare and landed in basketball.
And it sucks that so much of it was riddled with so much drama and so much negativity and so many mishaps.
And you know who's losing their minds? The WNBA. Oh yeah, the league that thought they could just sit back and watch while Caitlyn Clark got poked in the eye, body checked, and disrespected. Day after day, they're crying now. They're whining about how they lost their star. But let's be real, it's their fault. They made it unbearable for her. How many times did we see Clark take a cheap shot while the ref stood there like nothing happened? And what did the WNBA do? Nothing. They let it happen over and over again.
Like we talked about in our locker room after the game ended, where obviously people were pretty disappointed in the outcome.
But here's the thing, Europe. They don't have that mess. No Kennedy Carter blindsiding her, no John Carrington going for her eye. No one is out there trying to destroy her just because she's not like them. She's not dealing with players who hate her just because she's straight white girl dominating their league over there. They don't care about that. They just care about basketball. It's pure, it's clean, and it's a real league that respects the game, respects talent, and oh yeah, treats Clark like the queen. She is meanwhile back at the WNBA. At headquarters, you can practically hear the sobbing. I don't know, maybe because you treated her like a punching bag instead of the face of your league. Maybe because instead of protecting her, you let all that jealousy and hate from other players ruin what could have been the greatest rookie season ever. The WNBA created this mess, and now they're scrambling trying to figure out how to fix it.
Clark has now broke that glass ceiling, and they should be bowing at her. She's going to create jobs and money. And
to hell with the WNBA. They're nothing. They're nobody. No one's watching.
They lost.
Caitlyn Clark was the WNBA's golden ticket, and they blew it. Now she's overseas in Europe, playing in a league that knows how to respect its stars. No elbows flying, no racial undertones trying to bring her down, just pure basketball, the way it's supposed to be. And the best part? She's genuinely happy. You can see it in her smile, her laugh. Clark is finally free from the nonsense she dealt with back home. She no longer has to constantly watch her back or worry about some envious player targeting her. In Europe, they appreciate her talent. They don't resent her greatness, they celebrate it. The WNBA rode Clark's success all year, only to lose her at the worst possible time. Now they're about to feel the full weight of their incompetence. Clark single-handedly boosted the league's viewership by a staggering 142% in 2024. Before she came along, the WNBA was barely more than a glorified scrimmage league. Most people didn't even care. Tickets to see Clark play against Angel Reese in the regular season were selling for over $4,000. Even average tickets hit $300. Now, with her gone, that fragile momentum is crumbling fast. The WNBA's attempt to grow is on life support, and it's about to flatline. What did they expect to happen when their brightest star decided to leave? Without Clark, the new fans who tuned in just for her are disappearing. The league's dignity is vanishing just as quickly. They can't even sell premium seats anymore. And what's left? A roster full of players who can't generate half the buzz Clark did. Their social media presence? Forget it. Clark's viral half-court threes and no-look passes were the only reason people bothered checking Instagram or TikTok to begin with. Without her, the WNBA's engagement is doomed. It's like taking the engine out of a car dead, going nowhere, and totally unwatchable. Good luck trying to replace that kind of excitement and hype. No one else in the league even comes close. Clark's absence is already showing. When her team got eliminated from the playoffs, attendance plummeted. And here's the kicker. Despite being the biggest reason the WNBA stayed relevant, Clark made just $70,000 in her rookie year. That's insulting for someone carrying an entire league on her back. Even in her best paid season, her base salary was barely around $76,000 or $78,000. Meanwhile, Europe is offering her 10 times that amount. Clark isn't just getting paid, she's being treated like the star she is. Europe's top teams are throwing around $500,000 per season, not to mention the perks, chartered flights, luxurious accommodations, and professional treatment. Compare that to the WNBA, where players are still taking commercial flights like they're working a part-time gig. Clark doesn't have to put up with that garbage anymore. She's about to earn real money while the WNBA continues to treat its talent like fast food employees. And it's not just Clark, other players are taking notice. The WNBA is on the brink of an exodus, with Clark leading the way. No one in their right mind would stay in a league that can't pay or properly support its best talent. The market shift is already happening. Ice Cube was ready to pay Clark $5 million to play less than 10 games in his Big Three league. If the WNBA thought they could keep talent like Clark around without paying up, they're in for a rude awakening. And it's not just about the players' sponsorships and endorsements are following her out the door. Brands like Nike and Adidas weren't pumping money into the WNBA for just anyone. They were there for Clark, the face of everything they wanted to market. Now that she's gone, those same brands are likely finalizing their exit strategies. Why stick around in a league with no remaining star power? Losing Clark isn't just a setback for the WNBA, it's a catastrophe. It's almost as if they didn't see this coming, and now they don't know how to stop the bleeding. Yesterday, they announced plans to spend $50 million over the next 2 seasons to fund chartered flights for players. But it's too little, too late. The backlash on social media started when Clark and her Indiana Fever teammates were seen walking through a Dallas airport to board a commercial flight. Meanwhile, Europe is eating it up. Clips of Clark training overseas are going viral across Spain, France, and Turkey. European basketball is on the rise, and Clark is at the forefront of this movement, ready to elevate her game to new heights. The European leagues offer a style of basketball rooted in teamwork, precision, and skill, an ideal fit for Clark. No cheap shots, no dirty tactics, no drama. She's free from all of it. She's spoken openly about her frustrations with WNBA officiating, saying, "I feel like I'm getting hammered, and opponents get away with things that others wouldn't. Now, in Europe, she's getting the respect she deserves." While the WNBA forces its stars to fly commercial, Europe offers first-class treatment and competitive salaries that make staying in the WNBA seem laughable. With Clark gone, Europe is quickly becoming the real destination for women's basketball. The WNBA, meanwhile, is stuck watching it all slip through their fingers. Clark wasn't just a player, she was their golden ticket. And now, she's gone along with the league's hopes of staying relevant. The WNBA's leadership failed to recognize her worth, and now they're paying the price. Their brightest star has left for good, and with her departure, the league is running on fumes. The sad truth? The WNBA's best days might already be behind it, and Europe is poised to take its place as the new global powerhouse for women's basketball.